MGR's Rolls Royce.
Number plate is MGR, is it?
Yeah.
So this belonged to
MGR, yeah.
Oh.
So this car was previously owned by MGR. So MGR's Rolls Royce.
Oh, nice.
So this one is a 1930 Willys Knight. So a lot of people know Willys Jeep, but for a short amount of time they also produced cars like this.
Okay.
And this previously owned by the Maharaja of Khimsar.
Ah, okay.
And actually if you see this, we're only able to find one, but these are the hunting lights. So these are very rare, large hunting lights. Couldn't find the other one. So right now we've only been able to source one.
Okay.
Source one. And the wheels again come with wooden spokes. Okay, so both of these Mercedes limousines are ex-presidential cars. Hence, if you notice, the glasses also are very bulletproof.
Okay. Many adventures, but so do you have anyone with this?
Yes, actually. So this is a 1960 Austin Haley Sprite, and this started one of my first long distance drives.
Okay.
So to Kunur.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember coming back from Kunur. It was quite a fun little adventure. That's the first time I was driving up and down ghats.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is another little tipsy when you're driving with the steering wheel, but it was a lot of fun. And I think, one thing is you really have to be mindful. Like nowadays people talk about being mindful and things like that. But I think when you drive a vintage car, you have no choice but to be present. Your mind can't go for a second anywhere because anything can happen. It's so unpredictable and you have to really listen and understand the car. So so she kind of started it off for me. And whenever you go for a drive, you never know what you're getting yourself into. So I really had a blast driving her from Kunur.
And the ghat roads are like So ma'am, Rupali has been telling me fabulous stories about you. So you've been driving all these cars for some time now. So how did you get into it?
Yeah, actually it's been about 30 odd years, and I would say mine is an acquired passion because my husband is totally passionate about this. And having these cars around you, how can you not like them?
Yeah.
So I think he introduced me to the cars, and after that, one after the other, I started driving the different cars. And I'm happy to say that the children also, because I used to take them with me, form a little ladies team. So the children accompanied me everywhere.
Okay.
And now they're driving cars on their own.
Okay. So you're happy with how that turned out, yeah?
Really, I'm really happy because it's very rare to see girls acquiring this passion. And both my girls, I didn't have to force them. I think it just came naturally to them.
Yeah.
Which is something, really commendable because it's so nice to see them taking an interest on their own.
So there is some story with this car also, no? She was telling me something like you drove around
with I drove it for a rally and I had I think about 12 to 13 kids on it. Car. Because this is a Mercedes 320 7-seater limousine and it can take quite a few kids in it. And I remember driving it and then just going on a little bridge and then it stopped. With all the kids. And so you can imagine the sight that it was. But it's such a beautiful car, full of beautiful children that we had any number of people to come and rescue us. And we had a flat tire.
So where was this rally happening?
In Bangalore.
Bangalore only.
We always have rallies for a cause. And these rallies are held every couple of months. in Bangalore.
Okay. Is there a favorite car of yours in this collection? Or?
Not really. I must say I haven't driven all of them, but a few I have driven. The first one being the Sunbeam Talbot 1937. And it also happens to be the first car that my husband acquired. In fact, it was gifted to him, so it was, so special to him, and that's what started his collection.
Yeah.
So he trusted me to drive that car. It was the very first car that I drove. And then, after that, the E-Type Jaguar, the MGTC, the Mercedes, there were lots more after that. Yes.
Yeah. So what's the recent drives that you've done? Where did you go? Like, she's telling me that we've been to Rajasthan and all that, no?
Yeah, that's nice because now we ventured out of the state and we have people from all over India joining us. In fact, in the last rally, we had, when it's a Mysore Dasra rally, we have the people from Sri Lanka and all joining us also.
Okay, nice.
Otherwise, on these other rallies, which are through Gujarat, Rajasthan and all, we have again people from the different states joining us. And then we drive across, and it's really nice. It's about a week, 10 days. It's really nice to go through all these different terrains and to see how the cars handle it. And
after all these years, how they are performing.
It's really wonderful that after all these years, they just take it in their stride.
They're beautifully done. I think there were a lot of work also goes on, no? Basically,
always. I think you need to keep them running. I think we have to. But then for their age,
I know.
It's really commendable that they can do such long drives, and through different terrains. It's not always
the
smooth sailing on good roads.
Yeah.
You have to go through different things, and then they take it in this way.
That's right. അപ്പം നമ്മൾ ഇവരുടെ വർക്ക്ഷോപ്പിലേക്ക് വന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അതിൻ്റെ കൂടുതൽ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് ചോദിച്ചറിയാം. So in this workshop, how many cars are being worked upon currently?
So that's a very tough question to answer because we always have new ones coming in or some waiting for parts or some waiting for a tinker who's gone missing for some time. So I actually can't put a number because they keep, and the ones we use also, they keep coming back for little just checkups and servicing. So that's a hard question to answer.
Okay. So what all work is going? I mean, currently here, what is happening here currently?
So we have different sections. So one part is where engine work or wood work that we have. So carpentry, upholstery, lathe work. For instance, right now they're working on one of the radiators. So this is a Humber radiator. The car you see behind a 1930s Humber. So they're working on cleaning the radiator and working on the engine of the Humber right now. And then if we move on ahead, we have the woodwork section. So yeah, this is the 1930s Humbers that we pulled out from one of our garages after many years. So she's just come back. We're trying to get her back to life. Actually, she's running, but we pulled out the engine to see what all needs to go in, what all needs to be fixed. And yeah, so just working on that. So this is a 1930s Morgan and all the woodwork is done in-house. So if you zoom in and see, you can see the flooring, the dashboard. So sometimes it looks like it's in a decent condition, but the whole body or the floor will be rusted or with holes which really crumble apart. So yeah, so it comes like a shell like this, but now you have to redo all this, the woodwork, everything. And in some of them you will do the entire body tinkering and things like that. So depending on what the big win is if the engine is
intent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So when something comes in and when it is in a dilapidated state, how do you figure the designs, the details? Because these are all really old, right? So
Yeah.
where do you get all these details?
So basically, a lot of now everything you get over the internet, but a lot of old books with the manuals and to see the body style and design. So lots of research, basically to find similar pictures and dimensions and things to kind of assess it and redo a whole bunch of things like that. But now because of the internet, things have become far more easier.
Yeah.
But my father has this big library where he's collected a whole bunch of books on each of these. This behind is the Mercedes Manham. So they're also working on the roof and the doors.
So when a car comes in like this, how long does it take for you to completely like redo the car and get it into like the proper state that you see in today?
So that depends on a whole bunch of factors. One is what are the parts that are already inside the car? What are the parts inside the engine? Because you want to source as many original parts as possible if they're not there. So waiting for those parts to arrive could take years. And also making sure the right technicians are there. So even making sure we have like the carpenter there, the tinker there, everything. So a whole bunch of variables to, and then also other projects side by side. Because we don't work on just one car at a time. So everything, upholstery, tinkering, lathe work, carpentry, engine work, everything is done. So it's very difficult to put a time frame on it. It could take months, it could take years.
Okay, so why is this car in the workshop?
So the Alpha actually, she was giving us a little problem because she had white smoke coming out. So we had to open out the engine, open out everything, then get some new parts. So because of all that, she's kind of right now taking a break. Others I was getting spoiled driving her everywhere. I took her to Rajasthan last year. We drove 1,200 kilometers all around and it was like a dream to drive because she's technically a baby. 1986 is very, very new. And I'm used to driving from 1900s to 1930s, 1920s, 1950s. So she really spoiled me. So I think that's why she's taking a bit of a break so that I don't be partial to her and give everyone else some attention.
Okay, good.
So that. Then over here we also have the Sunbeam. So you saw a whole bunch of Sunbeams this time.
Yeah.
This one is a Sunbeam 1918 and we do the woodwork also in-house. So one of the doors we were just getting the woodwork done. And these pillars are collapsible. So that's what's unique about this.
Okay. Rupali, so thank you for your time. Thank you for taking us around and showing all of this. It's been a fabulous experience. So I believe that you're going to start this thing also, no? The museum also. So I look forward to the museum and I hope that a lot of people get to experience this. This is really has been an amazing experience. I cannot even start to tell you how amazing it has been. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.